I don't even know how long it's been. I know Gotham Knights has been on hiatus for like maybe 2 weeks, maybe. And I have not missed it. I have not been sitting around saying, I kind of missed that show. Or, I even if it's a love to hate watch type situation, I've had love hate relationship with shows like that before where it's like, it's almost fun to shit on it. I do not have that with this. This is just bad, terrible, awful, and this episode specifically to take a 2 week hiatus and be this boring, to have an episode where nothing of note happens at all. I almost said that, well, at least we got something big at the end, and then they undid that. And you know what? The last episode of Gotham Knights that I reviewed, one of the actors who played one of the thugs that burned down the bar, I was kind of shitting on how unthreatening all of those thugs came off. One of the actors commented on my video, and hey, he was nice. He wasn't a dick. But it made me feel bad, right? At the time, I said, maybe I should let up a little bit. Maybe I should be kinder, or at least more open to what this show was trying to do. So I tried to here, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because it was god awful. This is season 1, episode 6, entitled A Chill in Gotham. At the very beginning of the episode, we see that Joe Chill, the man who, in the comics, traditionally, he's the guy that kills Bruce Wayne, Batman's parents. He sets Bruce Wayne on the path to become Batman. Well, he's on death row. In fact, he says that he's been on death row for 50 years. And it's just now that they are speeding up his death. He received an owl coin in his cell with his meal, and so he wants to meet with Harvey Castiel, and he's telling him about the coin thing because he somehow knows that Harvey Castiel knows about the coin and what it could mean. And they're going back and forth, and when he mentioned that he's been on death row for 50 years, so I said to myself, wait a minute, so he's been in prison for 50 years at least. And so when he killed Bruce Wayne's parents, Bruce was, I'm going to guess, 10 years old. Maybe a little younger, but roughly. So when Batman Bruce Wayne dies at the beginning of this show, are we saying that he was over 60 years old? Because I didn't get the impression that he was that old. Especially because Misha Collins, who plays Harvey Castiel, is not that old either, and they said that they're best friends. I'm not saying that that has to mean that they're the same age, but I always thought that Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent would be close to, if not the same age. So I'm a little unsure about the timeline here. I'm also unsure because I saw this interview with Misha Collins where he said that they actually tried to get Jensen Ackles, who was his co-star in Supernatural. They tried to get Jensen Ackles to play Bruce Wayne in the first episode. It would only be like one scene at the beginning, and then he would get killed off. But he said that scheduling and a whole bunch of stuff, it didn't happen. And first of all, I said, thank God, because Jensen Ackles would have deserved much better to not only be in bullshit like this, but if he's going to play live action Batman or Bruce Wayne for the first time, to have it be like that and then he dies would be dumb. But that also makes me wonder, well, how would you have had it be Jensen if this Batman's supposed to be 60 plus years old? Or did I miss something? Did I get the math wrong? Did they get the math wrong? They could have aged up Jensen Ackles. Good luck with that. That guy's too good looking for you to be like, oh yeah, just add some gray and he looks 60. No, I doubt it. Anyways, so another thing that I think I mentioned previously is that the Court of Owls, they think they're cute, they think they're funny, they leave the coin of the owl at every either crime scene or to forewarn their next victim that, hey, you're next, and this is how you know, here's the coin. But yet they're supposed to be underground. They're supposed to be anonymous. They're supposed to be like, we don't want people to find out about us, right? I mean, supposedly in this episode, they're getting nervous because these kids, these teenagers, are getting close to figuring out all of their bullshit. So why do they constantly leave coins at the crime scenes? Or why do they foreshadow their kills with the coins? Why? How do you not expect that somebody's gonna ask questions or going to look into this? Because now you're going to have to kill people unnecessarily just because of your own mistakes, because of your own kind of laying your dick out and saying, come find us, come learn about us, come ask about us. So I just think all of that is very dumb. Then we get a random scene with Ethan Embry, who every time I see him, even today, years and years later, now that he's older, I still see that character that he played in Can't Hardly Wait. I instantly think of that. And at first, I'm like, is he supposed to be the Riddler? Because he's wearing a weird jacket and he's acting kind of goofy. Then you see that he's on like this game talk show. He's a host, and he's the father of Stephanie Brown. So I think they mentioned that she was the daughter of, was it Clue Master or whoever the fuck her father's supposed to be? He's supposed to be somebody that is a big deal. And you see that she went there to ask him for help about something, and you see that like she loves him and they don't have a bad relationship, but he's too busy. He's doing his show, he's doing stuff. We found out previously that her mom is a drunk, or she does drugs or whatever the fuck. So clearly Stephanie Brown doesn't have great parents, or at least parents who aren't exactly there for her. But luckily, Carrie Kelly has a mom that does care about her. The only reason why she's not as around as much is because she's a doctor, she's a nurse, or whatever the fuck. And she's at a hospital, and even when she finds out that Carrie Kelly has been missing her homeworks and missing her classes, she tells her, you're not allowed to do whatever the fuck you're doing after school. You come straight here to the hospital, and you don't leave until your homework's done. Every fucking day. Now, we know that Carrie Kelly does shit. She's a vigilante, but honestly, she probably should just sit her ass at that hospital and do her goddamn homework because, yeah, Batman recruiting you, he did not expect you to be his successor. Where the fuck is Dick Grayson? Why is there no other character that Batman, the almighty, triumphant Batman, wouldn't have planned a backup plan in case of his death? We'll never know, though. And there's this whole side plot that was a big reason why I was bored. Two big reasons why I was bored by this episode. One is because they spent all of this time with Carrie Kelly at this hospital with the random dude. Remember the random dude that had a thing for Stephanie Brown, and he even took the blame for her as far as helping fake Batman's son? He was like, oh yeah, it was me who helped him. It was me who did the computer stuff. It was me. So he's doing community service, which is why he's at the hospital. And so you have the side plot of Carrie Kelly and random dude, and they're trying to save this guy's life because all the other doctors are busy. And I'm just like, not only do I not give a fuck about any of this, but the realism, the believability of all of this shit of like, there's no doctor around, there's nobody else that can save this fucking guy. The only people that can do it is Carrie fucking Kelly and random dude. Come on. This is too dumb, and you're wasting too much time. Also, the second thing that made me insanely bored is we go back to the hideout room, which is, we've spent a lot of time here, and I still cannot believe that it's a hideout at the school. It's either in the basement of the school, or it's just a hideout room, like maybe it's behind the lockers, a trick door, or it's behind the library. I don't know where the fuck this area in the school is that they've been hiding out in since episode 1, but this is dumb. This is dumb, that they just chill out there. They're eating food. Where the fuck are they getting food? Where are they affording food? Where are they getting money for food? Are they just stealing food from the cafeteria of the high school? Nobody's noticing that food's missing. How do they shower? Do they sneak after hours into the gym and take a shower there. It's like none of this is explained. I'm having to come up with theories of how any of this makes sense. Why does fake Batman's son still have perfect fucking hair? Like, are they not bathing? Are they bathing? How are they doing this? How are they constantly sneaking out and going out to go and do things? Like they meet up with Harvey Castiel, fake Batman's son does, to go talk to Joe Chill, and they get more information out of him about the Court of Owls and blah 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 bullshit. We really don't get any answers made because Joe Chill doesn't really know anything. He had an inmate that he talked to that said the saying of beware of the Court of Owls, which is the same fucking thing that Joker's daughter said in 2 episodes ago. So we didn't learn anything new. Fake Batman's son didn't learn anything new because he had already heard that nursery rhyme. This is all a big fat waste of time. I guess the only point of that was that Harvey Castiel now starts to believe that the Court of Owls is a real thing, that they are out there doing shit. And he remembers that his senator running mate he also received a coin. So now Harvey Castiel is like, well, fuck, I guess that guy's going to die. Even though it would benefit him, honestly, if this guy did die. But he's a good guy, Harvey Castiel. So he goes to meet with the running mate senator, and the guy's a complete douchebag, a dick. I almost was expecting him to say, I know you're fucking my wife, but that never comes up. He says that he's convinced that Harvey Castiel is the one that left the coin for him. And as he's going through all of this, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, holy shit, are we going to find out that this is a Tyler Durden thing where I know Harvey Dent has split personality. I know that's the point of Two-Face. I know that's where it comes from. But we haven't really seen him have the split personality. Like, we haven't seen the other side of that. We haven't seen the moments where he blacks out and what he acts like when he's the other guy. We saw him wake up after having an affair with this guy's wife. So we know it happens, we just haven't seen it yet. I was expecting a revelation that, oh, is Harvey's other personality working with the Court of Owls, but Harvey Dent isn't aware of it? That might actually be interesting. So Two-Face, essentially, the split guy, he is the one who sent the coin. He is the one who had tried to have this guy killed because it would benefit Harvey Dent. And if that's the case, I guess they still could reveal that. That's interesting. The problem is that they didn't reveal it here. So if it happens, they're taking too fucking long to get there. We should have got there now. That should have been the cliffhanger of the episode now. The cliffhanger of the episode was Harvey Castiel getting mad and breaking a mirror. And so half of the mirror is fucking shattered. And I'm just like, this is so not subtle, first of all. And second of all, get to the fucking point. Why are we dragging this shit out? Why are we meandering? Why are we just like lollygagging with our thumb up our asses and just slogging away? Fuck, week to week television, if it's written like this, if it's this boring, this badly acted, and this badly made, it sucks. It sucks. If the shows are engaging, if it does have great acting, if it does have great action, then I will come back week to week and I will give it the benefit of the doubt and be patient. But I'm not getting that shit here. The group goes to a random location that they figured out and they stop these drug guys, and the fight scene of these teenagers taking out these grown ass men. I know the whole appeal sometimes about Batman having a Robin is that it was always a younger kid who Batman trained in order to be able to take out thugs and criminals and full-grown men. But these are all kids who weren't trained. At the very least, the brother and sister characters are not trained fighters. They're not trained at all. And they're kicking these guys' asses left and right like it's nothing. I mean, they get hit once, but they kick their ass. Fake Batman's son, I feel like they've retroactively said that, oh, I didn't realize this, but Bruce Wayne he was trading me the whole time. He was throwing in little clues of ways for me to take care of myself. Bullshit, but okay, fine, that's there. Stephanie Brown, she has a moment where she tries to fight this guy off, and then he's like, haha, takes out a gun, about to shoot her in the face. It takes 25 fucking years before he does anything because you have to have the dramatic moment of the gun in her fucking face, and we're just sitting there going like, are you going to fucking shoot? Are you going to do something, guy? Before Sister Criminal knocks the guy out. And that was probably the third or fourth save, the third or fourth fake out of like, oh, we almost took someone out, but somebody saved them just in the one fight alone. Badly directed, this fight as well. Not believable. I don't buy these characters doing action stuff. It was the one action scene of the episode, and it was not made well at all. I did not like this. I didn't. The scene where Harvey Castiel is talking to the running mate senator, and like I said, all that stuff of, oh, is he a part of it? Is he not? Did he black out? Is he a part? Did he leave the coin? The assassin comes up from behind and I thought killed the running mate, only to find. So that's when I said to myself, oh, well, nothing happened in this entire episode. Completely boring, waste of time until this guy gets killed. Only to find out that they rush him to the hospital and he's not dead. He's in stable condition. He'll make a full recovery. Great. So the assassin at the Court of Owls is the right-hand man, is the guy who gets shit done. Unsuccessfully killed this guy. He didn't finish the job. Why didn't he cut the fucking guy's head off? Which is what he did to those cops. Why didn't he finish the fucking job? Because it's convenient. Because they didn't want this guy to be dead yet. And the assassin had a moment where he went up to Harvey Castiel, acted like he was going to do something to him, but he put the blade away and he left. So that's why I think that maybe Harvey Castiel does have a dark side. I mean, we know he does, but I mean a really fucking dark side. It would be interesting if Harvey Castiel's dark side is working with the Court of Owls. I will be curious about that. But, of course, when the random dude, the kid, when he finds out that his father is going to be safe, they were playing that slow fucking music that's been happening in every episode now. At the end of every fucking episode, they've been playing the slow pop, horrible modern music. And I hate it. I've complained about it every time. I know some of the stuff sounds like I'm regurgitating and saying the same complaints over and over again, but guess what? It's because they keep doing it. And as long as they do it, I'm going to keep fucking complaining about it. If I have to do it every week, I'm sorry, but it's going to come out. I'm not giving them passes. I'm not going to say, oh, well, this is the norm. It's okay for them to do this. No, fuck this show. I hate the show. I hate it oh so much. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you watching Gotham Knights? What do you think of it? Am I being too harsh? Or does it indeed suck? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Goddamn. This show actually has me looking forward to Ezra Miller's Flash movie. Fuck, I just said that out loud. Later.